Welcome back to The Entrepreneur, your weekly source for strategies that build lasting, purposeful success. This is our Biblical Wealth Builder series, and today we are diving into a text that flips every modern business principle on its head. I'm talking about one of the most challenging and yet most profound parables Jesus ever told, the story of the dishonest manager found in Luke chapter 16. This isn't just a Bible study, it's a masterclass in eternal strategy. We're going to use this controversial story to answer a critical question. If secular entrepreneurs can be so shrewd in securing their temporary earthly future, how much more strategic should you be about your eternal future? Get ready, because we're going to re-examine how we view every dollar, every investment, and every career decision. If you are serious about building wealth that actually matters, this episode is essential listening. The story of the dishonest manager found in Luke chapter 16, verse 1. It's a challenging text that forces us to re-examine how we view our resources, our time, and ultimately our eternal future. The setting is simple. Jesus told his disciples there was a wealthy man, the accused manager, and the manager's action of cleverly manipulating the ledgers to reduce his master's clients' debts. The manager essentially traded his master's current wealth for future favors with a social security system for his looming unemployment. Now, here's the shocking pivot in verse 8. The master commended the dishonest manager because he had acted shrewdly. Wait a minute, shrewdly, not honestly. Jesus isn't endorsing corruption, he's drawing a contrast. He explains, "For the people of this world are more shrewd in dealing with their own kind than are the people of the light." The dishonest manager saw a limited window of opportunity and leveraged temporary assets to secure his future. The entrepreneurial lesson is simple. Strategy beats complacency. If people are that intentional about a 40-year financial plan, how much more strategic should we, the people of the light, be about an eternal one? That's the first mind shift. The parable provides three critical insights into a spiritual view of money, which I call the 3 T's. We're shifting our financial thinking from a purely transactional model to a strategic, spiritual one. Number 1, the first T, money as a tool. Jesus tells us use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourselves so that when it is gone, you will be welcomed into eternal dwellings. This is the key. God wants us to see our worldly wealth, our stuff, our portfolios, not as ends in themselves, but as tools to be leveraged for eternal impact. Think of your spending as a strategic deployment. Every dollar is a choice. Are you using it merely for consumption that vanishes, or are you deploying it as a strategic tool to build the kingdom of God? Imagine a conversation in the future. Someone thanks you because your investment helped fund a critical mission, or your generosity made a life-changing outreach possible. That is the essence of converting temporary worldly wealth into eternal relational riches. It's the ultimate return on investment. Number 2, the second T, money as a test. Jesus offers a powerful challenge in verses 10 and 11. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. So if you have not been trustworthy in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? This establishes the second T, money as a test. Our worldly wealth is a very little temporary assignment. God is evaluating our faithfulness with these small, fleeting resources to determine if we can be trusted with the true riches of eternity. The actual amount is irrelevant. Whether you manage a small budget or a multinational corporation, you are being tested on your faithfulness as a steward. If we view our finances as a test, it profoundly changes our decision-making. We move from thinking, how can I maximize my personal consumption, to how can I be the best possible steward of this resource that is ultimately not mine. It takes the pressure off accumulation and puts the focus squarely on administration. Number 3, the third T, money as a testimony. Finally, Jesus delivers the ultimate dividing line in verse 13. You cannot serve both God and money. Your financial life is the third T, money as a testimony. Money is not a neutral asset, it is a rival master. It demands our trust, our time, and our ultimate affection. While we can use money, we cannot serve it and God simultaneously. Your bank statement is a moral document. It is the clearest record of your loyalties. When you review your spending habits, what story does it tell? Does your financial testimony declare that you are trusting God for your future, or does it scream that you are serving the cultural gods of endless consumption and accumulation? This isn't about being poor, it's about alignment. It's about ensuring that your financial compass is pointing toward your eternal destination. When you align your money with your spiritual convictions, you move from anxiety to peace. The religious leaders of Jesus' day, the Pharisees, sneered at this teaching because it challenged their deepest loyalty, their love of money, and honestly, it challenges ours too. But here is the liberation when you stop seeing money primarily for consumption and start seeing it as a tool for eternal leverage, as a test of your faithfulness, and as a testimony of your loyalties. The cycle of financial discontent breaks. The endless pursuit of more gives way to the peace of strategic giving and strategic living. Jesus' parable is a call to shrewd spirituality. Be as intentional, as strategic, and as forward-looking in your spiritual investments as the best entrepreneurs are in their financial ones. The question for every listener is, are you leveraging your time and your temporary wealth to prepare for the ultimate soft landing, not just on earth, but into eternal blessings? Thank you for joining me on the Fran Oz Entrepreneur. If this episode challenged your thinking and motivated you to re-evaluate your financial strategy, then I have two things for you to do right now. First, don't let this insight stop here. Take one of the 3 T's, tool, test, or testimony, and write down one actionable step you can take this week to align your money with your eternal goals. Second, and most important, if you want more content that builds wealth with purpose and depth, you need to be following this podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Subscribing is your commitment to building a legacy that lasts. Subscribe, share this with one fellow entrepreneur who needs to hear this, and join us next week as we continue our Biblical Wealth Builder series. Until then, be fruitful, be faithful, and use your wealth wisely.